When we think of pools, we usually picture something to cool off in. But the atmosphere has its own kind of pools. They don't involve a diving board or sunscreen. Let's dive into the cold pools of the atmosphere and raise your weather IQ. A cold pool is a bubble of chilly air created when rain falls out of a thunderstorm cloud. That cool air becomes heavier and plunges to the ground, spreading out along the surface fast. When it hits the surface, it creates powerful gusts of wind that toss around leaves, dust, and sometimes even debris. This rush of air is part of what we call an outflow boundary, like a mini cold front created by the storm itself. You can often spot this boundary on radar as a thin line racing ahead of the storm. Cold pools can either shut down a storm or spark new ones. If the cold pool settles directly underneath the storm cloud, it can block the rising warm, humid air that was fueling it. The storm loses its power source and fades out. But if the outflow boundary lifts warm, moist air nearby, it could trigger new storms along its edge. In some cases, this leads to training storms, where thunderstorms form over the same area again and again, like train cars on a track. That's a recipe for heavy rain and flash flooding. You can feel a cold pool before a storm even arrives. The sudden cool breeze, the swirling winds, and the eerie calm, that's your atmospheric heads up. From the Weather Impact Team, I'm meteorologist Becca Birdsall.